Beach Blacko 2 here. I'm Brendan Black.
And I am Tom Wall.
Today we're going to be talking about Telltale's The Walking Dead game, and more specifically, Episode 4 of Season 2, and breaking down the trailer.
So the trailer basically has 6 components to it. There's 6 different side scenes that happens, and as Brandon said, we're just going to be going over each of them. And the first thing that occurs is Clem finding glasses that appear to be Sarah's glasses.
Yeah, they're most likely Sarah's, which could mean a number of things. She's dead, she's missing, what do you think that means?
I don't know. I mean, they're on the... she can't... she doesn't have her glasses, she can't see right now. That's not going to really help her. I mean, they are crushed as well. Mm-hmm. It's not looking good. And I noticed in the trailer that they are at a mobile home park, and I thought the plan was to go to some museum. So that's kind of weird. I mean, maybe the group's split right now. I don't know. But in the majority of the trailer, they're all together, so I don't know. Maybe they're just searching for her right there.
Yep, and the second thing we see is Clem and Jane talking in the woods.
So that's kind of a short scene we have right here, and Jane's just like, all right, Clem, listen, she's going to get us killed.
Which can mean many different people.
Originally, I thought they were talking about Sarah because they're going to be on this wild goose chase looking for Sarah. But then as the months pass, because Telltale likes to make us wait for their games, I thought about it a little more, and I thought about how it could be Rebecca in the process of birth. You know, it's a loud process, at least from what I've heard. It's yet to give birth to my life. But yeah, I mean, when you're screaming in pain and there are zombies in the area, it's not going to be good.
Yeah, that has to be very scary for her too, when she's giving birth out in the open and zombies could be coming. And also, if she has her baby, it will be crying nonstop, and that's also going to draw walkers towards them. So that's not good for either of them.
Not at all, not at all. And it's going to be tough for the group to find supplies for a baby, you know. In The Walking Dead, the TV show, I think most of the world's familiar with it. Spoiler alert, there is a baby in the show as you hit the 3rd season. And finding, formula and stuff for the baby is very tough, you know.
Yeah.
And it's been 2 years since the apocalypse has started. I mean, the supplies aren't too good right now, aren't too high right now, you know. It's not a big surplus around. Okay, so now the third component to the trailer is Clem unfolding Kenny's bandage around the orbital of his eye.
So he could easily be blind, and what they could do, because they like to draw things from the TV show, is give him an eye patch like the governor had, which would look cool. I mean,
I'd really like that. I think that'd be awesome.
Or maybe have an option to put an eye patch on or something. I don't know, just something weird like that. And yeah, they like to draw things from the TV show.
Yeah.
Number 4, we have Clem and Jane in a small town, maybe going over walker
strategies. They're going over walker strategies. So basically, they're sitting behind an old rusty truck, and Jane is like, well, I'd like to say this, that the trailers are sometimes misleading. Not the trailers, but the clips after the episode ends.
Yeah.
I mean, I noticed in the episode 3 trailer, before the actual episode came out, none of the things in the trailer occurred. So I'd like to say this may not have happened. This may not happen. But Jane says, what are you going to do? I mean, while they're sitting behind the truck. So maybe she's training Clem to think more than just popping walkers, immediately maybe running around them.
And that could be one of those decisions where it's life or death. You have to pick somebody. They haven't really done that much this season.
I'm kind of disappointed with that. I mean, we had a few of them last year.
You know, the first one was killing Sean or Duck.
We had 2 of them the first episode.
And then you
was
had
great.
Doug and Carly. So they did a good job in episode 1.
I feel it's more logical that you had more life-impacting decisions for you because you were an adult. You were Lee. And now you're a 11, 12-year-old girl, Clementine. So, I mean, I can understand that, but I just like playing the game more where I really have to think and analyze. Because while playing the first season, I had to pause the game, and I'm like, oh shit, who do I save right here? You know, the situation in episode 4 with Ben, if you drop him or keep him, you know, that's tough.
Yeah, there's nothing really like that. But it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's realistic. So the 5th thing is so the group is getting stormed. They're all together, and they're outside. They're getting stormed by a bunch of walkers, and it appears as Rebecca her water may have broke. I mean, she's screaming, "Not now!" And then Kenny's like, "Where the hell is Luke?" So, where the hell is Luke? I have no idea.
Yeah, so she's most likely having her baby there, or it's a scare or something. But either way, it's gonna be a tough situation for them with the zombies coming and everything.
And then really the last bit of the trailer is definitely the same conversation from earlier. Clement, it's just a clip of Jane saying, they're all going to die. Don't let them take you down with you.
That's kind of like the TV show in season 2.
Yeah.
Rick said to Carl, I'm going to die, your mom's going to die. So it's another thing they try to draw that from. But Jane seems to be very main in this episode.
She does. I mean, I think
least
she
in
has
the trailer.
I think she has a good influence on Clementine. You know, Clementine really hasn't had a. I mean, it could be like a Lee Clementine relationship, you know, where she's taking advice from someone. I mean, Clem's been a lone wolf for, it seems like, 2 years, you know. Her relationship with Krista wasn't too great, and I just think she's finally getting that role model.
Yeah.
And another thing I'd like to note about the trailer is that we have 4 characters who are not seen. Luke is not seen for the second trailer in a row. Nick is not seen. Sarah is not seen, and Sarita is not seen.
I definitely think Sarita's dead from that bite. It's just they don't have anything to stop the bleeding. She cut off her arm. It's just it doesn't seem good.
It's not really going to do anything to the plot. Maybe Kenny will be a little, but Kenny didn't seem as depressed as he should be in my trailer, at least. I don't know about yours. It all depends. Did you cut her arm?
Yeah, I cut her arm off.
Her hand off.
Yeah.
I did too. But you know, she could be because you cut it off immediately. I mean, they don't have the supplies, but
and there's still zombies everywhere. So she either I think she's dying by bleeding out or turning into a walker. There's no really going back.
And it's not really going to hurt the plot killing Sarita. It's just going to change Kenny's emotions a little bit.
Maybe have him go crazy because he has been really crazy since the season's begun.
But I like seeing crazy Kenny. I like seeing the, you know, I just like seeing that, you know, the humanity inside of him. A thing I like to say about, they're doing a terrible job with Nick right now, you know.
Yeah, he hasn't talked.
In season 1, you know, when a character's determined, they actually make an impact on the plot. Nick has made 0 impact on the plot so far.
Yeah, he barely talked in last episode.
It's only been 1 episode, but I'm still frustrated because I'm sitting there waiting like, oh, what's Nick gonna do, you know? It's weird. It's weird, you know? I mean, it's terrible. I think they're gonna kill him off in the next episode, if not that, the finale.
Yeah, there's no way he's surviving the season.
Who else is not? Oh yeah, Sarah, like we said earlier.
She's dead.
She could be
might
dead.
have been taken though. That's
Yeah,
also
you know.
she could have been taken.
And then lastly, Luke is not seen. But Luke, I think he's with the group because Kenny says, "Where the hell or where the fuck is Luke?" I forget what he says.
He seems to go off a lot. Like he did the episode before.
Luke is definitely probably the strongest scavenger of the group right now, with Kenny being hurt and you know the rest being female. Oh, Mike really isn't seen in the trailer as well.
Oh yeah, he's the new
He's
lead.
in it. I like that guy.
Yeah, I like him. He's a cool guy. Him and Kenny had a little bit of beef to begin with, but they turned out fine.
So I think, but he was with them at the end. I forgot to mention him in the video, but I think Nick's not seen, so possibly Nick could be with Luke, getting like a car or something to transport them somewhere.
Friends. They're good friends.
Or they are because they talked about how they were like in stocks together or something, and they were like close friends growing up. And you know, Luke is really all that Nick has left. The whole world is turned on Nick. I really hope they do a good job with. At least in my game, because Nick's alive in my game. He's alive in your game as well, correct?
Yeah.
I hope they just do. I mean, they can't make him 2 main because he's not alive in everyone's games.
Yeah, so it'd be different. Yeah.
So that's where we're gonna draw the line.
That's the trailer breakdown. See you next time. Peace.